Hello, welcome to my Skyblock. It's another start of another Minecraft day. The sun is rising over the void, the blue expanse of the void, and I am on the edge, as you can see here, of the roof of my Skyblock house. And if you look back here, you can see there is Cloud Top Tower, which is not exactly on top of the clouds. See, the clouds are up there. But since we're floating in the middle of the void, I thought I'd call it Cloud Top Tower. It sounds better than Rooftop Tower, which, is kind of pedestrian. So we're going to go down here and start with the workshop. This is the workshop. This is where I do my work. Well, it's where I make my materials and stuff. And of course, the biggest feature here is the cobblestone generator, which does what it says on the tin, generates cobblestone, and the water brings it down here. And if you stand in this little space here, it'll eventually bring most of the cobble to you. Built it from double stone slabs, just because double stone slabs are the only slabs that look different. If you take any other slab and you stack two of them together, they just look like a regular block. So mostly for aesthetic purposes. And speaking of aesthetic purposes, this is the Sphax BD the Sphax Pure BD Craft Texture Pack. That's what it is, and I really like it. I think it looks really nice. It's got some really nice artwork here. You have Steve facing off against a whole bunch of mobs, like the creeper and the zombies and the skeletons. And here you have Steve running from something, which, I don't know, is pretty familiar to me. And as far as the rest of the workshop goes, I've got my furnaces where I bake my bricks, my stone bricks. These are stone bricks. You take stone and then you make them into bricks. And you can see the difference here between the stone brick texture and the cobblestone texture, which is a little more rugged. Everything is, on the island itself is covered in stone bricks, but there is a layer of cobblestone beneath this that I originally built, a 25 by 25 layer, just to form a foundation, and then I put the stone bricks on top of that to make it look a little nicer. So I've also got my workbench, my chest of building materials here, as you can see. I got my chest of skeleton drops, so a ton of bones, ton of arrows. I'll show you where those came from a little bit later. And over here, my dyes and mushrooms and flowers and seeds and stuff like that. So let's head over our pond. This is my pond here. It's 1 meter deep, 5 by 5 meters, and it acts as my infinite water source and also as a source of food, which I'll show you in a moment. This is the green room, which is the other part of my house. This is the living quarters, I guess. So it's got a lovely green floor, green wool floor. That's where the green room name comes from. And these are my bookshelves where I keep all my books, my table and chair where I eat my breakfast. From here, see the melons, cooked fish, and the bread and the mushroom stew. Also got some lovely artwork here, a ghast, Steve and some mobs, and a lovely slime. And there's my bed, of course, which I have actually never slept in, believe it or not. It's kind of just there for decoration. And so let's go out into the checkered forest, which is, or used to be, my supply of wood. Mostly it's just for decoration now. It's called the checkered forest because of this checkered path running around the perimeter. The black wool, of course, comes from squid, which spawn in my mob trap. I wasn't expecting that, but they did. And I'll show you why they do that. I used to have a lot more trees here, packed more tightly together. Before I had a steady supply of bone meal, I needed to have a lot of trees growing at the same time. But after I got a steady supply of bone meal, I just put down 5 trees just to make it look nice. And over on this end, on the west end, this is the Creeper Cafe, where you can come out and have a nice cup of tea or coffee if you're a coffee person with a friend. Yeah, that's the south end of the island. And let's hop over the pond here. Oh yeah, fishing. This is where the fish come from, by the way. Let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, there we go. Nope, it's caught. Yes, you don't want to get it caught on the sides or on the bottom. But if you sit here long enough, a fish will eventually appear. And I decided to add fish to my diet because I didn't want to go into hyperglycemic shock or anything like that, and get some protein in my diet. You may be asking yourself, boom, there's a fish. Where do these fish come from, in this tiny little pond? And the answer, of course, is midichlorians. So not only are these fish a good source of protein, but they will also make sure that the force is with you. Here are my farms, my melons, my reeds, where all the books came from. You can see some pumpkins as well. And particularly proud of the sunrise cactus farm. It has a nice sunrise motif going on the floor, made from dyed wool. And my 3 cacti. And on the other side we have the wheat farms, 2 little wheat farms here. Bone meal grown, of course. My flower garden and my big red mushroom, which has a nice creeper hug painting inside. How lovely. And over on the wall here we have a Shepherd Fairy style poster of a creeper. You may recognize it from the iconic poster from the Obama campaign. And that's the main island mostly. Now let's go out to the mob trap. And here you can see the original cobble. You can see the cobble foundation here. I just left this cobble for a little more rustic feel, and also because I didn't feel like baking stone bricks for all of this. Here you can see I've got mobs falling out of the sky. They spawn up there. I'll show you how it works in more detail in a bit. They spawn up there and they get dragged down by water. Missed. And I sometimes come out here, I think I got him, to do a little target practice, which I am not good at, but, I figured they're going to die anyway, so I might as well come out here and practice my my shooting. And as you saw before, I have plenty of arrows, so there's no problem there. Yeah, I'm really bad at this. But you can see some experience orbs out there, which are useless in 1.8, but they do show that I did hit some of the mobs. So if you hit them once and then they die, you get the experience. You don't actually have to kill them. You just have to have damaged them. So let's go up top. I'll show you a little bit more about the mob trap, how it works. This little room here, stuck onto the side, this is where I kept my stuff while I was actually building the trap, which took a while. And then this leads out to the top. Close that. And closer look here. You can see that let's see. Yeah, you can see there's a cobblestone platforms. The mobs spawn there, and then they fall into the water. Like that. Oh, crap. And they sometimes shoot at you. And then they get dragged down by the water through this hole. And I left it open on the top both so you could see how it works, and also so that the mobs would catch on fire as they fall down and make a nice little show for us. Let me just go over here and finish off with a nice shot of my skyblock. You can see everything, the mushroom and the farms and the checkered forest and my nice roof. I'm kind of proud of the roof. I think it looks nice with the tower on top. And that's it. So I'm done with my skyblock. I finished all the challenges. I built everything that I wanted to build. With the mob trap working, there's really not much of a challenge to it anymore. So that pretty much does it. I'm looking forward to going back to some regular Minecraft. And just to finish this off, what better way to end my skyblock than to sprint off the roof of my mob trap. So here we go. Goodbye, skyblock. Goodbye, cruel world. Geronimo! Bye-bye. There you go. Falling into the void. And dead. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.